Hello, this is Gray Hill, and I am playing Tropico 6, taking a little break from my usual games, and I haven't played Tropico 6 in a long time, but it brings nothing but the fondest of memories. So I'm going to jump in, and my favorite for this one has always been going with like a sandbox mode. And in that vein, I think I'm just going to go ahead and choose a random map. Let's look at the map settings. I decided not to go with the largest. I'm going to stick with the large size. So this is the size of the map as a whole. So large, not the highest. I'm also the same way with the land mass, how much of it is actually land compared to, I guess, water. I'm going to go with high instead of the very highest settings. Plateaus, there will be some, but I could set this to rare. I kind of like the visual interest that the plateaus offer, so I'm going to leave that at uncommon. Islands, do I want many or some? Let's go with many. Main island will be medium, and climate normal. Let's go ahead and get rid of the variation. I want to make this a little bit interesting, but not too interesting. Okay, broke. Nope, not going to do that. I think I will go with second from the best, which is rich. So that's given myself a little bit of ease at playing the game. I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave it up to the random number generator, and I'm going to let the volcano be random. All right, so for the game settings, I'm going to start in the Colonial era. Starting population, this and the money, I want to keep these as low as possible. I want to start from scratch. I like that feeling. I never feel very invested in a game that I start off with lots to build with. So 4 and 8, I'm going to leave that at none. So no help. Happiness, difficulty, Caribbean happiness, political difficulty, and opposition difficulty. I'm going to leave these with basically not the easiest, but the second from the, and not the hardest either, but the second from the hardest. So for Caribbean happiness, that's average. Political difficulty is demanding. Opposition difficulty is moderate. Disasters, I'm going to set those to rare, seeing as how I've given myself a break on the other game mechanics. Pirate difficulty, this only affects the Colonial era. I'm going to leave that off entirely. I don't need pirates. It's later in the game. All of that battle stuff is, I suppose, a little bit interesting, but as I recall, during Colonial era, it's pretty unsatisfying, and uninteresting. So I'm going to leave it off. I'm not going to set a victory condition. I think I'll just leave that open. Okay, let's go ahead and start the map and see what we ended up with. All right, the very first thing I want to do is push pause. All right, and now I want to see what everything looks like from a bird's eye view. All right, so I'm fine with this. It looks like I might. Well, I'm not going to worry about later on. This will be fine. This is good. Okay, and I have enough room to get started on my starting island, and if I recall, the boats are available from the beginning, so I can always do that. Okay, so I've started with the bare minimum of money and people. Okay, starting with the bare minimum of people actually makes getting to the win condition of the Colonial era a little bit faster, because it's easier to tilt things towards your side by bringing in the revolutionary Tropicans. That's not too big a deal, but no money. That means we have to make decisions. We have to make some decisions, and we don't get to move things around all over the place, which is fine. That can be, I think that's fun too. But all right, next thing to do is look at some of these overlays. First thing I want to find out is where my resources. Coconuts. Do I have many places to do coconuts? I always mistake the shadows of the trees for spots like this. So this is the one area where I could grow coconuts close to my camp, so I can keep that in mind. Forest, plenty of room for plenty of places to do forest, though a lot of that will be taken up by plants. because I'm looking at this area right here in the middle as somewhere to work on my plantation. I think that would be good. Houses here, plantation, a set of plantations here somewhere. So sugar is not ideal, but it's possible. Cocoa, not too bad. Can squeeze some tobacco in there probably. Banana and pineapple, those are the foods. Nice to keep the tropicals happy. Coffee, that might create some dilemmas. Cotton, yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is, sugar is the high priority, right? So I want to see where I can put that in. I may end up having to build all this a little bit farther from my town than what I had planned originally. So let's get some sugar in. So what I'm gonna do is, I think right up here is good. So if I can start with anything above 90, that's golden. If I really want to squeeze something in, I have zero problem with starting it out at anything above 80%. Let's get it edged over this way, because I want to try to avoid this rock. Okay, so this will be fine. Shift build 2 of these. And let's see, for now, I'm gonna go to corn. Look at some of these other ones just to make sure. Okay, so I'm glad I did that, because like banana, now I know that banana would have. So I'm gonna go ahead and put banana in right across the way from my first sugar. See how pineapple is. Pineapple's gonna go down there somewhere. Okay, tobacco. It's a good money maker, as with coffee. All right, cotton. Do this. Let's go ahead and get corn in. Now look at these last 2 again. Cotton. We put it here. We're looking at 69. That's unacceptable. Great over here. Rubber. There's not a lot of options. Do I want rubber? Cotton here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some nice juicy pineapple going here. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8. I'm trying not to go too overboard with the min-maxing, but when can, it's nice, I guess. What's that rubber gonna do? I think, is it worth adding just as a, yeah, 76. That is not good, but that one's 86. So it's not good at all. It's not good at all, but it will help boost those other 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Okay, so now I have way more spots than I can open. So before I unpause, I want to see what are my initial trade goods. I don't think cocoa is going to happen. Sugar bowl. So coffee, that can be one that I leave on. All of these others, except for sugar, can be put on pause. So these are placeholders. I'll return to pineapple. Maybe for now I'm going to leave pineapple a low priority. This ones I'm not sure about, I'm going to leave low priority. Coffee, that was one of them that was looking good, right? That was on the, yes. So I'll leave that one normal. Banana, we can put that on low priority. Sugar, leave it on normal because I want to start building up my supplies. Corn can go low priority. And this one I'm going to push it on pause. Actually, I'm going to put this one on pause as well. Let's think about, do I want to put down a corn over here just to beef up the multicultural bonus? I think I do. But I'll put this on low priority as well. Okay, let's get a road in. I'm not overly concerned about the beautification of all this stuff either. I kind of just put things where it makes sense. I don't mind irregular roads. Okay, so when those build, those will be a few jobs. The next very important thing I need to do, actually I should have done before I built all those plantations, is I need to get a pirate cove in. I might have to reload if I can't build this. I think this looks nice. All right, that's got me down to 520. I will keep building until it tells me I can't build stuff anymore, so I have to make wise choices here. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and run this way. All right, so that connects everything. Now I'm in the hole, but I have this building, so let's put that on the highest priority. That's where I want the first of my Tropicans to go. Let's admire the palace a little second here. All right, I think I will, that's where I will do as far as industry goes. Well, let me sneak in a rum distillery. Insufficient funds, so no rum distillery for a while. Yeah, I think if I would have built one less plantation, I could have at least put that in, but it won't be long before I have money rolling in, I don't think. We hope. Oh yeah, the other important thing that made me think of the rum distillery was I want to go into this menu. I'm looking for sugar. This check mark right here controls whether it exports or not. So I don't want to send any sugar out. I don't want to sell my sugar. I want to save it. Here's my first ship. It's going to make its way to my port. Take a hard left there, Captain. Full rudder, port side. There you go. All right, we have 8 new Tropicans. And how are we doing on the building projects? Okay, so let's stay on top of this here. Get all these turned into multiculture. Don't want to lose any of that soil fertility. I have one more to worry about. It's building those first. Now, with my startup settings, it's going to be a while before these poor folks have the nifty cottage houses, or whatever they're called, country houses and bunk houses to sleep in. So, yeah. And they're gonna like it. Good. Let's go shift my... I forgot to check. Is this thing... Okay, this is... this can go. I'm actually... No, I'm gonna relocate it. Can I afford relocating it? Ooh, it's gonna let me. So let's put this... Is there anywhere sensible I could put it closer to my... Nope. Okay, that's good. Not a problem. We're gonna stick it right here. We'll leave a room for like a double building.
More, Governor, more.
All
Always
right.
more.
You and you're always more. Okay, let's look at the updated trade routes. Coffee. I might as well go with a small one. Let's go ahead and pause this, even though it's built. I'm going to increase their pay a little bit. Not too worried about the pineapple, but they already got a bunch of workers there, so well. Corn, okay. Let's go ahead and put this one on pause. Putting those on pause will allow time for the more higher priority ones to fill up with workers.
I ask myself, Governor, do the end...
Sure, they justify being mean. Yes, they do, those ends. Let's see, do we not already have a chapel? So I'm going to be building all of the housing over here, or will it let me build a chapel yet? It's letting me go into the hole quite a bit here, which is nice, I guess. Okay, let's get this. I'm going to switch it on a dead man's chest. So this work mode means that they go on their missions a lot faster, but then 1 out of 5 of them die eventually. Well, they all die eventually, but 1 out of 5 dies sooner. I'm going to go ahead and make that a higher pay to make sure that this stays open. Open the raid screen, and let's start out with some sugar, coconuts, and wool.
Viva la revolución! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will turn everything around.
All right. So these ones in the middle, they're actually pretty well off in terms of the percentage. This will be slow because I didn't get a rum distillery in there. It's kind of a bummer, but nothing to do about it now. I'll sell some of my coffee off, so that's going to be good. Pineapple, I'm sending a lot of that out. So I'm going to be getting 7. Who knows, maybe this will knock me back close enough that I can build my rum distillery. There goes my pirates.
I must say I'm glad to be still working.
Let's put this on pasture prohibition. And this can go on help first, preach later.
I ask myself, Governor, do the ends justify being mean? But for independence, any sacrifice is worthwhile.
So the church is busy. The chapel. I want to see how my... Okay, sugar is piling up. That's good. Piling up it should. Up the game tempo here. Here comes another boat.
Governor, fishermen report their catches are especially lively and craving biscuits. We have been struck by a tea-slick.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
All right, I'm going to accept it, but I'm going to hold off on starting that one for a sec, I guess. Or on the other hand, this house is going to let me build it. Oh yeah, not much of a haul on that one. Eesh. I really hurt myself by not getting that rum distillery. So let's look at... So I have unemployed citizens and no vacant jobs. So let's turn on... Well, let's wait until this builds. This will take 6 of those unemployed workers. Okay, so we have some wool to sell next time. So I've completed 2 of my demands.
Something does not feel quite right, Governor. Yeah.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will...
I must say, I'm glad to be still.
Okay, so I'm in a good spot. Let's look at the raid screen. Make sure I have more of these queued up here. Can always delete them later on. That's getting up there. Let's up their pay a little bit just so they fill up. And what does that do for my unemployment? Okay, we're down to unemployed to 4, so that's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure if I can get into the green, it's gonna the budget's gonna take another chunk out of my there it went. Yeah. So if I can get into the green, I can build that rum distillery. And then I have less to worry about. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Left full rudder. Okay. Let's see if I can build my rum distillery now. Ah, yes. And I can't build it up close to my sugar, so I might as well build it close to where all these people live, I guess. Okay, cool. That is going to help. Once I get into the green, then I can start putting down some houses, get rid of these shacks.
Excuse me, Ellsworth. I need a teensy tiny...
Oh, gosh. I would much rather do export trade routes than build this chunk. Oh, boy. So your teensy-tiny favor is going to have to wait, buddy. You got to buy some rum first. On that note, let's look at the rum. Okay, so that's a fairly decent... I'm going to go ahead and set that to the highest. Wouldn't usually do that this early in the game, but I left myself a spare.
I ask myself, Governor, do the end...
I like that one. Produce corn is like an automatic, almost. Okay, they're loading the sugar in. The rum is going out. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this as is, because it's full of employees. Oh yeah, 500 rum waiting to go out. And they didn't bring me any people. Yeah, I have 9 unemployed citizens. Let's look for some of these that I can turn on, maybe. Do I have a corn on already? Okay, I'm gonna turn corn on. Look at that, 1,565 rum waiting to go out. Let's get you folks better paid. I'm going to set that loose load limit as well.
Our revolution is as yet only
I think we're getting closer to the break-even part, and that's without selling any of that rum yet. Well, we sold a little bit, but we haven't sold what's waiting in the out basket over here.
Corruption is so rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find out how much to pay in bribes.
Alright, let's see if I can afford a coconut harvester. Yes. No, I still can't. Okay. I think I will now. Okay. Coconut harvester. I remember seeing a spot somewhere. Did I build over it? Okay, is that a actual, or are those tree shadows? So I'm gonna have to settle for suboptimal. and satisfy this, whatchamacallit. That's going to be a temporary build, I think. Alright, things are looking good in Tropico. I'm in the green. I have unemployed citizens. How many vacant jobs do I have? I got to look. No vacant jobs. That means I can turn something on. How about one of these cash crops? I think I'll turn this cotton on.
You did the right thing, which is whatever the crown says it is.
I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off. Alright, so I'm up 7,000 now. So I'm feeling a little more comfortable. I think I can work in an extra... Say it. An extra Teamsters. That would be prudent, I think.
More, Governor, more. Always more.
Well, I'll build you a coconut harvester, all right. Okay, sending out some rum this time. Looks like I have 20,000 coming in. Good. Give or take some taxes. Down the tempo a little bit and check the unemployment situation. Okay, I have vacant jobs, unemployment. That's good. I'm fine with that. Now it's time to build some houses, get rid of these shacks, and to get some rent coming in. Okay, so let's build some down here. Oops, that was wrong. I meant to, shoot. I meant to shift. I hit control instead. 3. Okay. Back over here. All right, I'm gonna get some of these up where they're well off, and think about getting some of those country house rents coming in. Where's my sugar? Where's my sugar? That can definitely be a good paying job there. Let's build a country house here. Or 2. Okay. And maybe some down here. Okay, good. Okay, that took me into the hole again. And I need to build a circus. So when I have more money again, I'm going to build a circus. I'm going to drop the budget a little bit on these bunkhouses. Alright, back in the green again. Let's get that circus built before Sophia gets up in my business. Oh yeah, I really want to buy a blueprint for a circus. Definitely. That's the favorite thing to buy early in the Colonial era when I start on no funds. Alright, let's go ahead and just plop it down right there. Can you ask me to build a library? Because I'll need one of those too, please.
Excuse me, old sport. I need a teensy tiny favor.
Okay, teeny tiny favor. Let's see, which one would we... Let's do a small... Check that. Let's do a, okay, I want to double check to make sure I am exporting coffee. look at money, exports. Where's the exports? Revenue, exports. Yes, I am sending out coffee. So I can, that's a rather high. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one on 6,500. And that'll go out eventually. Yeah, I need to get these revolutionaries up to speed here. Let's get them a newspaper and start filling their minds with good ideas. Yeah, I'm not a big, I'm not really big into building things really pretty, as you can see. I like having my homes close to where they work and also close to some nearby amenities. Some pirates. Make sure I got plenty of these queued up until I get other instructions. I have another 18 going out. Check my unemployment. See if I can turn on my other sugar. Not yet. Once that circus gets built, where's my where are my builders? Hello, you guys better be headed for the circus. No, taking the long way, huh? Yeah, see, if I worked at the construction office, I'd probably be doing what this guy does too. Let's be honest. Take the long way around. He's union, he's getting the time clock ramped up. Okay, so these are on pause. This can be low priority. This can be low priority. This is already done building, but I'm gonna set it to low priority just in case. This can be low priority. What else should I build? I have 14 in the bank, and I have a port full of stuff, and the ship is pulling in. So I think things are turning around. I might be able to start paying people to work, hiring foreign workers or something maybe. Get this production up. I'd like to build another Teamsters. All right, 30,000. This is a little bit slower and more tedious doing it this way, but I don't think this is, like if I had started out with 200,000, I don't think that would be as fun as this is, honestly. I'm not a try-hard. I consider a computer game a toy, not a like sport or a challenge or something I need to show off my skill or whatever. Yeah, that said, for me, starting off with the lower funds, that makes this a little bit more enjoyable. Whereas like starting off with the pirates, that's less enjoyable. Like the mechanics on the combat that I've seen and remember, it's not so predictable. It's not consistent. And even when things do go as predicted, it's not as interesting to me. Whereas like making these choices about like which trade routes to take on and whether to set this really high or not. So this is another thing I do when I start getting some money in us. I can start affording to get some of these trade licenses, which gives me some flexibility. So here's a rum. It's not a super high, but I can sell it. I'm gonna lock that in. Tobacco, I'm just gonna do a small one. Let me double check, make sure I'm making tobacco.
Governor, the people have a request. But for safety reasons, it is a secret. Viva la revolución!
Okay, that was good timing, I guess. Okay, am I making tobacco? Is this multicultural? Tobacco. I have tobacco, but nobody's working there. Yet. Okay. Let's get you paid. Let's get a trade route going on that tobacco. Small one. Alright, so this is operational. I think I'm just going to build a library, and then she can ask me to build one, I guess. Doesn't really matter where that goes. Alright, can I get rid of some more shacks anywhere? Let's see, where do I have shacks? So yeah, the one thing nice about doing it this way is it tells me exactly where to build. Let's get you guys paid. I want you guys making some fat stacks of cash. Uh-oh. Some of you died, it looks like. Do I need to do this? Unemployed citizens 4. I'll let it go for a little bit.
Viva la revolución! Together, govern.
I think I had a bug because she did that twice. Something got out of sync. Let's get you folks some places to live. Up your pay a little bit. Sure you won't mind. And hire you some foreign workers to come in and help out. Another 17 going out. It's good. Okay, so I don't see as many. There's a shack right there. Who's living in there? Oh, goodbye. Yeah, I guess not. My country homes are looking okay. That means I probably have well-off people living in country homes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, see? Okay. Good. So let's build country homes. How about you lot? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, working as intended. Well off, well off, well off. Future rent payer.
I ask myself, Governor, do the end.
Tavern. With 2 years and 10 to spare.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you. Finding good help is so
So the active are these long-term ones I set. Which is fine. Okay, it's time to build another Teamsters, I decided. All right, we got plenty of pirates back on the job. I'm just gonna keep on loading up on sugar. See how my rum distillery is doing. Yeah, they have an output problem, so that's why I needed the additional Teamsters. So they took the job but didn't show up for work yet. Typical.
Viva la revolución! Together, Governor Ju.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off. Nah, I'll leave the tavern on. Who cares? Whatever. Let's see. 3 unemployed, 7 vacant jobs. Okay. So I'm gonna let all this simmer for a little bit.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? A choice.
You would know after I turn this thing on. Okay. I have enough money. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's see. I still haven't decided if this is an actual green thing, but it's about the right distance away anyway, so I'm just gonna build it. And you can figure out where he wants to live on his own. Now I suppose she's gonna want me to build the fishing. I don't like building fishing early in the game. Okay, I'm up to $50,000.
The people have a request.
Well, you did the right thing, which is whatever.
Let's build these kids a chapel. And I think they need something to read after they go to church. And I'll probably forget to come over here and change the setting on it, but oh well. How we doing on employment? Unemployed 7, vacant jobs 7. So let's see what's making us the money. Exports. So of course rum, then coffee, pineapple, cotton, and then all this small stuff. Coconuts are pretty sad. Does this have workers? No, that's a nice chunk of change. Does this have workers? Yes. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna pause this one. I need you guys working somewhere else. Like, say, the sugar plantation that just reopened. I'm gonna quick build it because I got money.
More, Governor, more. Always more.
Our revolution is as yet only...
Yeah, I will quick build that just so I don't forget to come back and set the work conditions for it. Okay, setting it to the independent means it helps my revolutionaries become revolutionary, which is redundant now because I've already satisfied what I need to do to go to the next era. Now I just want to make a lot of money. I want to get all this plantation up and going. I would be safe going to World War era now, but I want to get the World Wonder. I want to get all the plantations going. I want to get my population up a little bit, say 250 or so, and get a couple hundred in the bank. That's a good win condition, I think. Alright, I want to open up my library and get some research going. There's two I want. I want this child allowances. This is all overdue. And I want the advanced boat services. I'm not, all of the rest, I can kind of take it or leave it. We'll go with circus work modes, all of this other stuff, like I say. I'm not too... But might as well spend these, I guess. Otherwise, I forget about them, as you can see.
Is so rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find...
Alright, we're going to do a loot raid for Sophia. So she's been easy on us. The crown, not so much. And then I am forgetting to do my thing. My end of the deal here. Do I have any active ones? Yes. Slowly but surely. That one is advancing. I'm going to go ahead and... Do I want to do it safe? Am I making rubber? Let's find out. It's not... Am I making it? Am I exporting it? Doesn't look like it. I am sending out tobacco. Okay, I'm gonna play it safe. All right, what can I say? I don't want Winfred or whatever his name is interfering with my plans. Okay, I can buy some more of these. I can afford. that one. And that one, yeah. When possible, I like to have those completely filled up. That time will come. Perhaps if I get some of these open. And paying good wages, maybe I will invite some natural, what do you call it, immigrants organically. So let's see, let's look at my trade routes again. So I think I'm okay there. Oh yeah, okay. I'm taking the large one there. I'll put a medium one on this one and a medium on that. And buy an emergency slot there. There we go. So this is the spend money to make money stage, I think. I'm looking for shacks. Did these fill up okay? Looks like it. Good. How much money am I making on rents? So not bad. As a proportion of my exports, I think the rents are pretty good. I have a high enough approval. Look at the overlay, see who's living where. Okay, so this is all good. And this is all good. I can probably make more of these, if I had to guess. Probably afford more of these country houses. Pop one in down here too, next to the church. Okay, good. That was my tobacco. I still have those going. And new offers in 4 months.
Well, you did the right thing.
Good. Now, I was looking at this to see what kind of money. Yeah, see, this isn't making me much money compared with, say, my new rubber plantation, which has already made me more, and it's a lot newer. And my tobacco's done. Yeah, that's made a good chunk of change, too. Pineapple's been there longer. So.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious, but...
Cool. Let's make sure you're stocked up with some... I want to do something different besides sugar. Yeah. I seem to be breaking even on sugar really well. I could even increase their pay and change this to under still now.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to do a small one on logs just to get it done with. And then I'm going to, even though this is a little bit on the low side, I'm going to pick up a large tobacco. One of these ongoing ones will probably clear it anyway. So no biggie. Either way, I have been exporting logs.
I ask myself, Governor, do the
There's the
ends
fish.
justify being mean? But for independence, any sacrifice is worth it.
Okay. Let's see where the fish are. All right. Lovely. So some people don't like curvy roads. I kind of like it. Like, it makes it harder to build it. It's not space efficient, but I think they look cool. Here's my trade route. Good.
I must say, I'm glad to be still working.
He's probably gonna want me to build a dungeon next time and arrest some of my revolutionaries, which then I'll say, okay. You're about to get shut down, buddy. go do some fishing. Cutting up coconuts is dangerous. Alright, I think I've done enough of these that I can go ahead and queue up. We'll go ahead and go with the this one.
Excuse me, old sport. I need a teensy
I called it.
favor.
Busy.
Yeah. Good for you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my trade route. Check on my fishing folks. And with all that out of the way, I can look for a revolutionary to arrest. Start with the peons, the disinterested ones. This is a college student working at a bunkhouse, or at a plantation, living in a bunkhouse. And only 17. Okay, you. College graduate working at the plantation, living in a bunkhouse. Yeah, you're gonna be even more stressed now, buddy. Don't resist. This is losing me money, so it's going out of business. Did I not queue up? I could swear I queued up this. Oh, it's in progress. No raid in progress. Heist, Hagia Sophia. Heist is in progress. Okay. I'm sure one of those is true. Okay, so they just got back from looting, and now... what? Okay, so it's gonna go,
Well,
I guess, whenever I get enough
Which
points.
is whatever the crown says it is. Cream tea?
Alright, let's get this thinned out here. We don't need all you. You two can hang out together. Keep each other company.
More, Governor, more. Always more. Hop to it. The crown demands.
So this one, I think what I will do is... oh, I have lots of them, so let's see. More in 7 months. I don't have anything going on with the coconut. But I'm not making coconut anymore, I just remembered. So let's do a medium coffee. And hope for the best. Yeah. Logs, we can do a medium logs. Rum is going to finish like really soon anyway. In fact, I'm just going to do this coffee the highest. Seeing as how it didn't take the first time. Make sure that's not an export. Okay, it's an export. I mean, make sure it is an export, I should say. Are there any imports? I wouldn't mind, like, if I saw a cheap sugar.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you. It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continuous government.
Well, these aren't producing fish very quickly. So my happiness is very low. What are they so unhappy about besides healthcare? Anything? Housing isn't bad. Seems to be their faith is suffering a little bit. So that would be the one thing I can change the most. Okay. This is cattle. That's coconut. This is where the church is going to go. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm just going to put another one in. Let's see what happens after I do that. Is this newspaper printing propaganda the way it should be? Yes. Good. All right. What does the penny saver do? I'm going to leave the Liberty alone, I guess. So I think my pirates just took off on their Hagia Sophia raid. Now they're going to start asking me for stuff. Telling me they got to wait 5 years. It's alright.
I am sorry, not today, please.
Tell me what makes you so unhappy. Crime safety. Really? What kind of revolutionary are you?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm taking a public survey.
Nice weather.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the happiness thing. So there's been 18 deaths by bad health care in the last 12 months. That can piss people off, I think. Oh well. That's all going to change. I'm getting you the best healthcare building in the game. Yeah, rubber done real quick.
Well, you did the right thing, which is whatever the crown said.
Alright, so I'm over 6 years. That's good. Keep on 4-speed for a while. This is a nice little vista.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will turn everything around.
Yay.
More, Governor, more. Always more.
Another successful voyage. The hold is stuffed with mosaics.
No way. Did I just have the luckiest? I have never seen one of these complete without a whole bunch of BS. What? All right. Okay. Do some treasure hunts. Okay, let's build one of the coolest. After we do this, of course.
Governor, the people have a request. But for
Oh,
some
of
reason-
course you want more fish. Okay. Not a problem. Coming up. Alright. The Hagia Sophia. Or however you say that. Where are we going to put it? I think a good early game spot for it is going to be over here somewhere. Sure, next to the castle. Why not? Yay.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you.
Oh, my happiness went up really fast. Okay, I'm almost there. I have my plantation. I have 150,000 in the bank. I have a decent population. I have 6 unemployed. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one on. Nice big fat banana going. Turn on my corn here, because why not? I'm gonna quick build it. I'm gonna put it on multiculture and get those corn farmers paid.
It's nice to have choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor.
All right. So that is the colonial era. I'm gonna go ahead and put a...
How is it that the criminals are more organized than the people who actually work?
I'm gonna put a break in the recording right now. And when I come back, I'm gonna wrap up any loose ends for colonial era, maybe let it go with building up some more money, and then we'll go into the military era. Thank you so much for watching. This has been fun. We started out with the lowest possible amount of money.
Revolution is as yet only marked.
We started with the lowest possible amount of Tropicans, and now we're up to 167. We have 89% happiness. We have a world wonder, and we have a thriving industry that's making us steady money. So, good times. I was so glad that you joined me for it. I hope you'll leave a comment. Tell me if you like this game, if you ever played it. Do you want to see more? Is it interesting to you? If I did another series on Tropico 6, what would you like to see as the theme? Okay, hope to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye.